Hello YouTube, this is Brian Tubbs coming at you with another video. This is going to be part 2 of the video I did yesterday on the unboxing of the Weldpro TIG AC/DC 200 GD welder. The video we shot yesterday was primarily the unboxing, and then this video is going to be just putting the torch on, the pedals, the gas line, that kind of thing, just kind of getting it set up. And then I will have to shoot another video once I get it fired up and do some welding with it. So that'll be probably a video after this one, because this video is going to be fairly quick, just to get everything kind of set up, because then I have some other things I have to do. I'm setting up for another project, another abstract piece. It's going to be a desktop, something I haven't done before. It's going to be just completely abstract, just something crazy. So I'm getting ready to set that up. So like I said, this is going to be a pretty quick video. But again, this is the Weldpro, the TIG AC/DC 200 GD. As I said in the last video, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I have the Lincoln TIG 200 over here, and like I said in the previous video, I've had nothing but success with it, other than the things the first year the board went out, but they replaced it with the new updated board, which is a lot more robust than that initial board that they put in there. And so the only problem I'm having with it now is it just sucks astronomical amounts of argon. And argon is not that inexpensive when you're constantly having to buy it. I mean, if I was buying it, once every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, it wouldn't be that bad, but I'm buying it just about every week. So what I'll be doing today is kind of setting everything up. And the thing that like I mentioned in the previous video, the thing that I really like about this welder is it has a pre-flow and a post-flow on the argon settings. So you have settings for it, whereas the Lincoln didn't have any settings for pre and post flow. The manufacturer preset the machine, so they were the one to determine your pre and post flow. And if you didn't see the last video, when I have it set at around 65 to 70 amps, my post flow is around between 12 and 15 seconds on average. Whereas with this machine, I will probably have it set at about 3 or 3.5 on the post flow. It'll just kind of depend on my settings, but I'll be nowhere near 12 to 15 seconds. No way. There's no way. It has peak on amps, peak off amps, up slope, down slope. Oh gosh, it has so much going for it. It's pulse. On the TIG, it has AC/DC, your start amps, end amps, finger control if you don't want to use your pedal. It has everything on it. And like I said, I spent the price of that Lincoln 200. If I went to the store and bought it today, it's $24.99. When I bought it 4 years ago, it was $12.99. So just to compare the two, if a person goes in and buys, well, if I went in to buy that one today, it'd be around $2,500. Whereas the deal I got on this one, I'll be able to buy 3 of these welders for the price I will pay for that one today. So guys gave me a heck of a deal on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the torch up first. And the torch is another reason I bought it. It is the CK Worldwide flexible head torch. CK Worldwide makes some excellent products, and the flexible head on here I love. My Lincoln has a flexible head, and if I didn't have a flexible head, it would be so much harder to get into the positions that I have to get into to make the stuff that we make when it comes to, you know, the art pieces. So before I hook this up to the machine, I have to put it into this cloth material which protects it from being stepped on and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is just unzip it. It has a zipper on it. And it's just a durable material. And again, it just protects this cord or this cable or this hose from being, you know, when people step on it, a piece of metal fall on it, it won't cut through it. This will protect the hose from being damaged. So what I'm going to do is unzip this. And once I get it up here, I'm going to just take the torch and just slide it. I didn't unzip it completely. I just left it maybe 3 inches zipped. And now I'll just take the head of the torch and just slide it through, like so. Get it all the way in. Then I'll lay the hose out. Just kind of untangle it. And I think I'll just tie it to the machine just so it won't get damaged on the floor. I'm going to take this little cap off here. Now just gently screw it on just so it won't, so my brass won't be being banged on the floor. So I'll just pull this up like so. Stuff a little bit of the hose in. And just kind of zip it down. I'm going to put this torch in my pocket. So I would put it up there, but it might come off and fall on the floor and could crack or something. So I'll just stick it in my pocket. And then I'll just feed this in. As I go down. So most of your quality TIG torches will come with a cover like this. Some of them won't, but most of your better quality ones will. Let's get it out of here. It's just a matter of feeding it through. All right. Almost. So what I'll do now is unscrew it, pull this through, and zip it the rest of the way. So now I'm just going to kind of feed it back through so I can get it in all the way. The reason I'm putting the zipper on the bottom is so it won't be like dangling and whatnot when I'm holding it. I don't want that interference my way. So this is what it looks like when it's inside of the cloth housing. So what I'll do now is go ahead and connect it to the machine. It has this round ball on it, so I don't need to use Teflon tape when I connect it to the machine. So they call this a ball, and the machine has the socket, a ball and socket connection. So it will seat itself and not allow argon to bypass this connection normally. So I'll put it on here. The machine has a TIG torch logo on it, if you will. Just let you know exactly where the TIG torch goes. Now what I'll do is take and just kind of roll this up. Just to kind of get it out of my way. Then I'll set it on the hook on the new stand. I'll take my adjustable wrench and just gently tighten it. I won't over tighten it. I'll just gently tighten this this nut. Because you don't want to over tighten it, because you could cause it to come loose on the inside of the machine, or you can break the connection on the inside of the machine, and then you got a problem. So you just take a little bit of pressure and just snug it up good. All right. So the torch is on. So the next thing I'm going to do is connect the pedal. Actually, the ground clamp. I'll do the ground clamp next. And I mentioned in the last video how much I love this ground clamp, because they're strong. They will, when you clamp it to something, it will stay. I'll just show you guys, if I can, the Lincoln type ground clamp. If you can see this, this is their standard ground clamp. I mean, it's a good clamp. It has a copper connection in here. It has a copper mesh in here. It's a good clamp. That's on the TIG water. And this is the one for the MIG water. I mean, the same thing basically. Basically the same thing. Has a copper mesh in here. So I mean, they work well. But that, compared to this, there really is no comparison, really. So this is what it looks like outside of the package. This huge spring, these teeth. So when you clamp it, it's clamped. It takes some effort to squeeze them, to get them to move. I have it on the other Weldpro, and this is a little bit easier to move now because I've been working with it for over a year, getting the spring a little bit softer, if you will. But they're tough, and I love them. So to pay what I paid for this machine, and to get this quality of stuff, the CK Worldwide torch, the pedal is smooth as anything, and then the regulator, which is this guy. I mean, you can't beat it. All right. And like I said before, I love my Lincoln, but the manufacturers just took too much control from the consumer when they decided to set the parameters on the inside of the machine themselves, and we can't do anything about it. And like I said yesterday, I called Lincoln to see if there was some way to make an adjustment or add something to it so that we the consumers could control the post flow, something after the manufacturing process. And they were saying no, it's set, and that should be good enough. I said, oh, okay, that's fine, that's cool. All right, so now take this ground clamp. It has a little knob on it, a little lip here that will slide into an area, a recessed area here. Because so there's only one way to really put it on there. You can't put it on wrong. Put it on. Put it in, then you turn it. Just give it a clockwise twist, and it locks itself in. So then I'll take this and wind it up. Set it on the other hook. Okay, now the next thing is the pedal. And I showed in the video yesterday the pedal, but this is it. Really, really, really smooth. And this, it has a 5-pin connector, so you can only put this on one way. And the 5-pin connector attachment or outlet is here. So you just line, there's a slot on here, so you line it up with the area on here that sticks up, so it'll only go on one way. Slide it in, then I'll just gently screw the nut on, and it's on. Good. So I'll just take my pedal and set it in here for now. Okay, so that's on good. This is locked on. That's locked on. So now the next thing will be, I'll attach the gas hose to the regulator, then I'll attach it to the machine. And this is the, if I wanted to stick weld, as I mentioned before, it comes with a stick welder, nice and firm. The Lincoln TIG came with one also, so I have one for this machine, one for the Lincoln, and oh yeah, I forget. Let me digress just a little bit. This is how these companies are, how well this company is. I'm kind of stepping away from the two TIGs right now, just for a second. But this came with my Weldpro LCD 210 MIG welder. The guys basically gave it to me, and it's a it's an aluminum spool gun. Yeah, I know I'm kind of going away off the subject a little bit, but not really. So I'll be using this shortly. This spool gun came with the other Weldpro, the LCD 210 MIG welder. It came with a full spool of wire. Everything's just ready to go. I couldn't believe it. So that's just showing you the quality of these Weldpros. So what I'm going to do is, again, this is the regulator. And with the regulator, it came with a coupling right here, a coupler. So this coupler screwed onto the bottom of this. But what they recommend is putting some Teflon tape on here, on the threads, and then screwing this coupler on, and then snugging it up. And I don't want to have to do that on camera because I have to use two hands. I have to use scissors to cut the Teflon tape and all that stuff. So I just did it before I started the video. But on the bottom portion here, this hose, this is the gas hose. The gas hose has the ball on it, and inside of here has the socket. So the ball and socket. So when I put this on and tighten it up, it seals itself. So I don't need Teflon tape for this. So I just put it in. And what I'll do, it'll be off camera, I'll get actually I'll just do it now. I just won't put too much torque on it. I'll just take my adjustable wrench and just gently turn it just to tighten it up. And that should be enough. Normally I don't tighten anything like this unless I have another wrench to hold back on the coupler. Whenever there's two nuts or whatever, I'll hold back with one and then tighten the other. And that way you don't, when you tighten this, you don't put too much stress on this or this where it goes into the body, because you don't want to break that or even cause a little hairline fracture, because before you know it, your argon will be shooting out of there. So we got that on. So now it's a matter of putting it on the back of the machine. So what you do is you have another ball and socket. It goes in this hole here. Right there, so it's a brass fitting. So again, you don't use any Teflon tape or anything, you just put it in there. Turn it, screw it in until it snugs up. And I'm going to just set this regulator down for now. So I don't want that to slip out of my hand and fall and break the glass. So now I just take my adjustable wrench and just snug it up. Not going too hard, but just snugging it up pretty good. That'll be good enough. So I might have to get another wrench to hold back while I do this. Alright, and this is the finger control that I talked about yesterday. So if I didn't want to use the foot pedal to control the flow of current, I could use this finger control mechanism. So this will be attached to my torch, and when I'm ready to get the arc, I'll just hit this. Just hit the control. I can either use with my finger, my thumb, Just depends on how I place it on the torch. And I was online yesterday at Weldpro's website, and they said that there's a way on here, your start amps, your full amps, you can control when you hit this finger control, just like your pedal. I can start out, because this welder in the when DC, when you're doing either mild steel or stainless steel, you can take your amperage down to 5 starting amps. When you're doing AC, it'll go to 10 starting amps. On the Lincoln, the starting amps were 10. Like your Millers, most of your Millers, your more expensive Lincolns will start at 5 amps. Because if you're welding something really thin metal or stainless, or if you want to weld razor blades together just to do something different, 5 starting amps are where you want to be, not 10. If you're trying to weld some razor blades together with 10, it'll blow holes in it right away. So this starts at 5 amps, which is excellent, and it goes all the way up to 200. That started at 10 amps, goes up to 200. This machine so far, just based on what it has, what it came with, what it's capable of, just blows that one away for a third of the price. So if I were going to hook up this finger control, I would just unplug the foot pedal from this position and just put this is a 5-pin. I just plug it right into the same hole, screw it in, and just start welding with my finger. As far as, you know, amps on, amps off. All right, guys. I think that's it with this video. I think the only thing left in the box well, yeah, they did. The torch came with 2 sticks of tungsten. One's purple, and one's kind of a really deep burgundy. I gotta see what that one is. I normally use purple most of the time. 332nd. So this cord is just in the box if you want to step down from 220 to 120. So you just connect this cord to this cord, and then you can plug it into a 20 amp outlet, just your regular household outlet. But I won't do that. I don't jump down that far. I just keep it where it's at the 240, because I'm in that range. Whether I'm at 100 amps, 200 amps, whatever it is, I don't want to have to be cautious using this little thing. All right, guys. That's going to do it for the video today. I think the next video, I will actually have it fired up and I'll do some welding with it. But before I fire it today, I just want to hook my argon bottle up to it. I gotta put that on here. Open the valve, get into its back seat position, check the gauge. Then I'm gonna close it all the way. I'm gonna let it sit for a little while to see if I'm losing any pressure. And if I am, I'll just get a bottle and just go around and just squirt connections just to see if I see any bubbles coming off, because I know then if it's bubbles, it's not tight enough, or I need to back it off and retighten it. so I can keep, you know, the argon and whatnot from leaking out. So on the next video, again, hopefully I'll be welding with it. So that'll be the first time I use this, and that'll be the first time I use this new outlet. That outlet was put in for this welder and the other Weldpro, so I could do more welding on this side of the room, because like I said in another video, when I do my bigs, outdoor sculptures, I usually weld in this area here. Do my smalls, my tabletops and whatnot, we normally do it primarily on the table in this area over here. So I'll use the 140, and I may even keep the Lincoln set up for when my wife wants to TIG and do some small pieces. We can do it on that side, but we'll just kind of see how things kind of flow. And so that's going to do it for this video. And again, I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one, when I can actually put this baby to use. All right, guys. Again, this is Brian Tubbs, and I'm going to just hope to see you guys on the next one. And for now, peace out.